So whether you want to rent out this weekend and catch a screening at the River Run Film International Festival, or if you'll be spending your time inside watching TV, curled up on the couch, both relatable, both good plans, our friends at the show and a film critic has 3 titles you have to see.
They both, you're right, both those sound like amazing plans to have this weekend. And here to say good morning is Dale Pollack. Dale, always great to have you on the show.
Good morning, Audrey, Christina, and Jacqueline.
Good morning.
And Dale, we know that, like we said, River Run Film Festival, International Film Festival is this weekend. It's such a joy to have an important film festival like this here in the Piedmont Triad. And we know that Limoncita, that was a part of some of those screenings.
It was the opening night film, one of the 2 opening night films, and it was a good example of what a film festival movie should be like. It stars a real movie star, Penelope Cruz. She's been around so long, we take her for granted. She's had 4 Academy Award nominations and 1 an Oscar. And you see why when you see her in this film. You can't take your eyes off her when she's on the screen. She is so dynamic. She's playing a woman who is dealing with a lot of family strife, an abusive husband, a daughter who really wants to be a son rather than a daughter. That issue is dealt with in a very interesting way. And it's an involving, kind of a soap opera in a way, but a classy one at that. It's beautifully photographed from an Italian director who's made several films. This was a big hit at the Venice Film Festival earlier this year, and it's a good example of the kind of movie River Run brings that you would never see anywhere else.
Wow, I mean, that sounds impressive. And honestly, we were just looking at those pictures, those still shots of Penelope Cruz. She looks stunning. And you like with the
She
acting.
looks fabulous.
Yeah, with the acting chops to match. So what did you end up giving this popcorn-wise?
4 popcorns because of her.
Yeah.
It's such a moving and interesting performance. I've never seen her do anything quite like this, and it's a film worth seeing. It'll be showing again on Monday night at the Red Cinemas in Greensboro.
Oh,
Perfect.
thank you for mentioning that, and
Yeah.
also for featuring something, you know, with River Run. We
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yeah, and of course, the other plan for this weekend, the sitting on the couch and streaming things. How about Hunger on Netflix?
Well, I reviewed a film a few months ago called The Menu with Ralph Fiennes, and that made fun of New Age cooking and celebrity chefs in a very wicked and devilish way. This film takes the opposite tack. It glorifies our chef, who is a beautiful young Thai woman named, and I'm very tough on these names, Napachi Chayanam. Like Penelope Cruz, you can't take your eyes off her when she's on the screen, and she's on the screen for just about the whole movie. It's too long. It's almost 2.5 hours, and it's very Thai in its setting and in its cast. But it's an interesting film about a real celebrity chef who is brutal to his assistants, and in the process, he transforms this young woman into an even greater chef than he is. So it's an interesting ride. If you're into food, there are incredible dishes that are cooked. You get very hungry watching this film, at least I did. Popcorn didn't really satisfy it. But I wanted to go out and have a great meal of Thai food after I finished watching Hunger.
That sounds very good. So what was that popcorn rating?
It's 3 popcorn ratings because it's too long and it's very focused on the single act of being a creative chef. And if you're not a foodie, this is probably not the Netflix movie for you.
Okay, understandable. Well, talking about food, what is beef on Netflix?
I tell you, Beef is one of the most interesting and strangest series that I have seen in a long time. It features the very funny comedian Ali Wong, who has done several wicked satirical comedy specials, and Stephen Yoon, who people might remember from a lovely film that came out last year called Minari, about a group of Korean immigrants who try to start a farm in the American Midwest. He is an amazing actor. You cannot believe it's the same guy in this film as in his previous series. And it's really a case of mistaken identity. It starts with a road rage incident that leads to all kinds of complications. And I've got to admit, this series gets darker and more mysterious with every episode. It's got 10 episodes, and it takes you for a wild ride. At first, it's very funny, and then it turns very serious and eventually very uneasy with what's going on. The acting is top-notch. It's one of the best acted series I've seen this year. And I'm just giving this 4 popcorns my highest rating because I've never seen anything quite like beef. And these days, to be original in the streaming world is highly unusual.
Wow. Okay, good to know. So
Very
obviously this is insinuating like arguments, right? Like they have beef with each other. Is that why it's called that?
They have beef, and it turns out beef is an apt metaphor. There are very disturbing paintings at the beginning of every episode of this series, and I wish somebody could explain them to me. But they are riveting. So keep an eye out for those,
Okay.
and just enjoy beef for what it is, because there's nothing else quite like it on the air right now.
Interesting.
All right, that is why we have you, Dale Pollack.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time as always. We have those titles once again on your screen in case you missed any. Lemoncita at the River Run Festival here in town, Hunger on Netflix, and Beef on Netflix.